Killsquad, based in Barcelona. We have Danny Sanchez representing Novarama, which is the game studio. So Danny Sanchez, round of applause, that's great. So the game we're starting out with is Killsquad, and I can't wait to get the players up on the stage, and then I hope you can hang out with me a little bit and we can talk about the game as it unfolds. But first of all, Danny, thanks for being here. And would you give a brief description of Killsquad for people who haven't necessarily encountered it before?
Hello everyone. Welcome to the stage. Killsquad is an action RPG, 4-player co-op. So what we try to do is blend the classic Diablo formula that we all love with this session structure of Left 4 Dead. So you're going to be doing sci-fi missions which take about half an hour. Of course, here today, to be able to do it on the stage, we're doing a shorter mission. So you're going to be facing Heldor and the Cruel. It's a warlord from planet Wasteland 7. So we want you guys to really check it out. It's class-based, so you're going to be choosing who you want to be, an assassin, a healer, a witch, or a tank. And of course, you're going to have to work as a team to succeed in finding the boss and killing him.
Can you talk about the inspiration behind this game? And when you guys first launched it, or any information about when people can really get their hands on it?
Yeah, so Killsquad is fully indie, so it's self-funded, self-published. It's coming out in early Steam next month. And we're a team from Barcelona, Spain. We're actually a team, the company is 16 years old. 10 of our years of history have been as a Sony developer. And so this is the first production we do outside of Sony. And the inspiration for this, it's all the pulp westerns from the 70s. We love that Dirty Dozen kind of feel. This idea of, we are a team of really no ones, and we get together to basically, bounty hunt.
Now, how would you describe your passion for this game as far as what makes it really fun?
Okay, so the thing about Killsquad is that it's basically community-centric. So what really we feel passionate about is that when you try it, we hope you guys like it. Basically, it doesn't feel like a game, it feels more like a place. You're going to enter the game, there's no story mode. What's going to happen is that you're going to be in a contract screen, because again, we're a team of bounty hunters, so we take contracts. We're a team of hired guns, in a way. And so the interesting bit is that basically, maybe I'm playing in Barcelona and you're playing here in LA and there's a guy in Sydney, and so I'm going to say, I want to do this contract. And so all the other players in the world are going to be notified, there's someone wanting to do this contract. Do you tag along? Because basically, it's a system in which we bring people together as squads, kill squads, to actually kill monsters together. So again, it's a game that's centric on the community, on getting people together to the missions.
That's fascinating. It sounds very unique. I kind of want to get my hands on it. Now, we have some competitors here who look very, very serious. It's like they're ready to go. If someone's stretching over there. Well, I'm just kidding, no one's stretching. But these guys are getting ready to go. So what advice would you give these guys who haven't necessarily played this game before? What's kind of some advice you would give these guys to be successful?
Well, I think it's basically, I know these guys, I know what they're doing, so they've played these kind of games before, they should have fun. I mean, the only thing you need to be aware is that, of course, to make them fun, what we've done is we have unlocked all the skills of every character at the start. Okay, so usually you would level up as in something like Heroes of the Storm, so slowly you would advance through the mission and then get the skills. You're getting them right away, okay? So right when you begin, you go into the menu with F1 and you're going to be able to select how do you want to set up your character. Each character has unique skills, so make sure you read well and you choose the ones you need, because you're going to face a really big boss, and that's going to take all your effort together.
Awesome. Well, Danny, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
I'm excited to get the games going, and maybe you can kind of stick around more or less once the game starts, and we'll kind of talk about the games as they unfold. So for people who are not playing at first, it'll be a good time to take notes, see what's going on, because you're getting that intel for what's happening before. But I believe that I wonder if we have a trailer. We have a trailer. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the trailer again. This game, Killsquad. We're about to get into some action. We're about to start this tournament, but let's take a look at the trailer for this game. bit about what we were watching right there. What's going on?
Yeah, that's our E3 trailer. I mean, we thought about this internal joke at the studio, which is, it's E3, explore, exterminate, escape. That's what it's all about. We like it to keep it simple. Here at E3, there's a lot of people showing you pretty movies and CGIs and stuff like that. For us, it's all about the game. The game, how does it play? How does it feel? Do you feel the weight of the character when you dodge, when you run? Does it feel alive? And so that's what we really try to convey with this trailer, and we cannot wait for you guys to get on board and give it a try.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome trailer too. I wanted you guys to start playing. That's what I want. But we are having a tournament here with 3 different indie games. Of course, we're starting off with Killsquad. Then we're moving into Wave Break, and then we're doing Killer Queen Black. Very exciting one. Killer Queen, the famous arcade cabinet game on PC, is able to be played. So that's kind of how the rounds are going to work. You guys will be playing in each round if you're able to get through. But we're testing all your skills here, going through all these different games. And again, later today we have PUBG, but very excited to get this started. So I feel like, can we get some people on the stage? Can we start playing? Can you start playing the games yet? Looks like we're going to try to line that up here. So let's talk strategically again. You mentioned some general advice for these guys about taking advantage of what the game has to offer, since everything's unlocked.
Yeah.
From a competitive standpoint, so really, because this is a team-based game where you're going to be playing with 3 other people, and it's PvE, where you're kind of going through and you're not necessarily fighting each other. You're kind of working together. But at the same time, you're trying to beat your teammates, kind of. So can you explain that dynamic a little bit?
Yeah. So the dynamic. I mean, we like this blend of competition and cooperation that you get with a co-op game. I mean, this idea of this guy here, he wants to be the best, but at the same time, he needs the teammates, because if they die, most likely he will not be able to beat the boss alone. So we like this idea of in a way, I hate you because I want to win the loot myself, but at the same time, I need you. So that's what creates this interesting conflict. Usually on this kind of games. I mean, we take a lot of inspiration from really classic games like Left 4 Dead. I'm sure you've played Left 4 Dead lots. So that's a game that really paved the way for us. I mean, that's what we really like. This idea of, alone I'm going to do nothing, so I need you, but at the same time I'm competing with you because I want to be the MVP of this session.
And the dynamic today, how would you kind of rate the level of difficulty for the bosses that these guys are going to be facing?
Well, I'm seeing them, and I think I'm more scared of them than the bosses. We'll see how it goes.
We got some jerseys on. We got some teams in the house.
They look very professional to me. So we'll see. The thing is, with Killsquad, also one thing I wanted to mention before, just to give a kudos to the guys at Epic, because the game is built on Unreal. So that's the reason why it looks really amazing. I mean, the team size in Spain is not that big. This is a game that has been done by 16 people, really. But we were able to do it just because we had the power of the Unreal Engine, which actually allowed us to do all the beautiful particle effects and all the scenery that you're seeing on the video. So, thanks to the guys at Epic as well.
You guys are a candidate for an award, actually.
Correct. Yeah. We were shortlisted yesterday as Best of Show by Epic. Yeah.
Look out.
Yeah, for being from Barcelona, Spain, which is about 10,000 kilometers away from here, it's not that bad.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Excited to see the action unfold. Now, we've been talking about a particular challenge that these guys are going to have once they come onto the stage. Can you talk about that variety in the game, with the different contracts and the different bosses,
Correct.
and maybe how that progression might work?
Correct. Yeah, of course. So the game's coming out next month, and then on the early access build, which is the one we're going to release next month, you're going to have 3 worlds, 3 planets for you to explore. The first one, which is the one we have here today, it's called Wasteland 7, and it's actually a future version of Earth. Earth has fallen under nuclear warfare, and so basically what you're going to be facing is mutant monsters from a future Earth. Then the second planet is a mining colony called Kemek, and that's a colony which is really rich in resources. And then the third planet is going to be a prison planet, and that's all coming on our early access build, which comes sometime in July.
What else can you tell us about what's to come with this game?
So the way we see Killsquad, we see this as an evolving universe that we want to grow with the fans, with the community. We're having a tremendous success, in our wish list and in Steam and stuff. So it's looking really good. So what we would like to do is we would like to expand this with you guys. I mean, we're going to be on Discord all day, just chatting with you guys. What would you want to do? So in the short term, what we're going to be doing is, of course, we're releasing with 4 heroes. We're going to add more heroes to the game, so there's more variety. Of course, because heroes are of different classes, that means a whole different meta when we have new heroes in the game. The second thing we want to do is, of course, more contract variety, more types of missions for the Killsquad to embark on. And the third one is we're working also on having rideable shared vehicles that you can actually tag along with your friends. So for example, maybe one of you guys is going to be the driver of the vehicle and another one is going to be a gunner shooting the monsters from the vehicle. Again, we think we are following the tradition of RPGs. There's a lot of Asian RPGs which we're really big fans of, and we think Killsquad should feel right at home with this kind of community.
All right.